Now we are going to discuss about some interesting functions. Then we will come to the points of domain and range. We will solve the problems based on domain and range. Domain and range is very important concept for the class 11th. After that we will have types of functions, many, like one function, onto function, into function. These all will be there. Inverse function, all these will be there. Before that I just want to give you these information. So for that I am explaining. So you all know na, real numbers are denoted by what? R. Remember this, we will use these things much in these functions. Real number denoted by R, natural number denoted by N, whole numbers denoted by W, okay, rational number denoted by Q, integers denoted by I or Z, okay, and next what is irrational numbers are Q dash, okay. These you have to know, these things you should know, because you can frequently see in definition of the function, you can see that. So you should know these informations, okay. Next one is identity function. We are discussing about identity function. Why we are discussing this means to make you understand domain and range. This is where the thing is, you should know what is domain and range. So that is the reason we start with the identity function. F is a function from R to R is said to be an identity function, on F. So if f of x is equal to x for all x belongs to R. See here. Main thing is, purpose of explaining this is, actually we should explain later. The purpose of explaining this in my teaching is reason to make you understand what is domain and range clearly. So that is what is identity function, I will tell you. So f of x is equal to what? X. So f R tends to R is said to be identity function. F of x is equal to x for all x belongs to R. R to R means real set to real set. Okay, right. Now we will discuss this one. Look at here. Graph also we are doing. Now all graphs I will explain one by one. Graphs and function. First we will discuss about the function. F of x is equal to x is there. Real numbers, all are real numbers, right? Real numbers means what are the real numbers? Many they are there, infinite numbers are there. Like you can take 0, 0.1, 0.2, root 2, root 3a, pura aata hai. So for example, I am just taking 1, 2 to make you understand. Just I am taking like this randomly. It is still infinity, it is infinity. So minus 2 ka image kya hoga isme rakhe to? Minus 2 if I keep, that will be reflected as same. So minus 2 will be getting how much? Minus 2. Minus 1 will get how much? Minus 1. 0 will get how much? 0. 1 will get how much? 1. 2 will get how much? 2. Means itself you get image. Itself image you will get. So every element has itself its image, that is called identity function. So why we are using this, I will tell you. So if I plot 0, 0, I will get here. If I plot 1, 1, I will get here. 1, 2 I will get here. Minus 1, 1 you will get here. Minus 1. Like this, if you draw, you get the graph like this. You get the graph like this. In this, what is the meaning of domain? Now I will discuss about domain and range. Domain meaning is what here? If I am keeping inside something, will this function is accepts or not? Will I get an output or not? If I put something inside, if I get an output, then that all are domain. Means can I keep all numbers? This is x-axis is domain, y-axis is range. Remember these things. This is domain and this is range. Now if I keep all values of like real numbers, will I get an output or not? Yes. So whether I am keeping all x, all real, I can keep all real, and whether I am getting output also all real. See, the graph shows here, this is shows range, y-axis shows range, x-axis shows domain. So domain will be what? What is domain here? Domain will be real, R. And what will be the range here? What is the range here? Range also, see this, down to going up, means this is minus infinity, it is plus infinity. It is infinity, it is minus infinity. You can see everywhere graph. So domain of the function is R, range of the function is R. Actually, I should not explain this right now, this function, but I want to make you understand domain and range. That is the reason I am explaining now. So once you understand domain, range, we can start the problems. Okay, that is the reason, main reason. So note down this. See, constant function. Constant function is a function f r to r is said to be a constant function. F of x is equal to c for all x belongs to r. What is the meaning of this? F of x is equal to c for all x belongs to r. Suppose I am taking all real numbers. See, graph. ये function है, right? This is x axis, this is y axis. Okay, I am taking now all real numbers, like you can take as 0, minus 1, minus 2, 1, 2. Just I am randomly picking this, okay? It's not all real numbers, some numbers. So now I have a line, see, this is what you have. Suppose you have here. So you can keep, this point is what? This point is what? 0, comma 2. If I keep this one is what here? 1, comma 2. I'll get like 1, comma 2 like this. If you see this, all these images, I'll just tell you, if you have here also all real numbers. So you have all real numbers. Minus 2 image will be 2. Minus 1 image also 2. 0 image also 2. 1 image also 2. 2 image also 2. So all having same images. Every element has the same image. Such is called as a constant function. This y is equal to 2 is a constant. Y is equal to 2 meaning क्या होता है? Y means what? F of x. F of x is equal to what? 2. So if I am saying f of x is equal to 2, and if I take here all the numbers minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on, and here I'll keep all the things are minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, but here is you have 2 is fixed. So everyone 0 will have 2, 1 will have 2, 2 will have 2, 3 will have 2, 4 will have 2, minus 1 also, everything will have 2 only. There is no other image. You will not get other image because 2 means there is no change. Means if x is there, it should be have x. X is not there. So result always 2 only. You keep any x here, you keep any x, your result is 2 always. So such functions are called constant functions. So if I take here f of x is equal to 10, it is a constant function. F of x is equal to c is a constant function. Are you understanding? F of x is equal to, मुझे आया 4. So always image will be 4 for all real numbers. So such functions are called constant. Now here our discussion is what is domain. Domain is x. Domain is x. X is all real. Okay. Now what is range? What is the range here? Range is a constant which is getting, right, result. What you are getting here? 2. So output. Range is a output. Domain is a input. Input, output. Input is domain which we are giving. Output is getting result. So that is true. So always remember that the range of constant function is the singleton set. So you get here 2. And one more thing here, the range and codomain, range is subset to codomain. Always for any function you see that range is always subset to codomain. If range is equal to codomain, there is another function. We will discuss that later. Okay. remember one thing is range always subset to codomain. This point is clear? Note down. Next one is square root function. Okay, square root function is f of x is equal to root x. So इसमें क्या होता है sir? F square root function means now that is what I was explaining in the beginning. You got na root x beginning function time you got, right? So in this domain is required and range is required. So always you remember f of x is equal to root x. You know that square root inside negative numbers are not allowed. Root -1 क्या होता है? Iota. It's complex. So if we are discussing a function r to r, real number to real number. Functions real r to r. So a function, square root function is what? F r to r is said to be a square root function. F of x is equal to root x. Okay, root x is a square root function. In this I can substitute from where to where? Domain where to I can give input. Where we can give input? 0. I can give 0. So for 0 what I will get here? 0. For 0 I will get 0. For 1 what I will get? 1. For 1 I will get 1 somewhere. Let us think like this. If it is 1 here, 1 I will get here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this if you think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, but it is not proper one. It's a random one. So 1 is 1. Now 2 is how much? 4. 1 point something. 2 will be 1 point something. 3 will be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it goes like this, little big. And next is 4 means it goes. So if you see this, actually if you draw in graph paper, you will get like this. ये ऐसा आएगा. ये ना ऐसा. It goes like this. This shape will go like this. Like this. Okay. So this is a square root function. And ये भी अच्छा नहीं दिख रहा है. ऐसा होना चाहिए. Right? Like this it will go. Not straight. It's bent like it goes like this. So this is square root function. Now if you see why we are telling, if I substitute these values, I am going to get input. According to that I will get the graph. Here I cannot show you like that way, but it is, this is way you will get, because my scale is not proper. Scale if you take proper, you can get the answers. You can see at home, you can try it. So what is the domain of this function? Now we came to know what is domain. Domain is what here? Domain means negative numbers will allow this one. This square root will allow a negative number inside? No. Where it is allows? It is allowed from 0 to infinity. That is called domain. Which we can give input, that is domain. So what input I can give here? I can give from 0. 0 to infinity. So domain will be what here? 0 to infinity. And what will be the range here? Range. What will be the range? Range means output. Output in a graph. देखो graph देखो. Y में 0 पर start हुआ और ऐसा end होगा infinity पर. Infinity जाएगा ऐसा. Infinity जाएगा. तो Y is starting from 0, ending for infinity. So range of this is 0 to infinity. Actually I have to explain domain range problems. I am trying to make you understanding domain range by graphically little bit. Then we can start the questions on this. So square root function whenever you have, because input we keep, then you get an output. Right. So inside x, what you are keeping, that is important. That you are keeping 0 to infinity. You cannot keep -1 over there. If I keep minus, that is iota you get. It's not real. Function, real function. You are working on real world. Okay. So real world, if it is there, function according to this, this is the graph of the function. So this is the domain and this is the range. And one more thing, the concept already which I have taught, wavy curve method, and which I have taught modulus function, that is a part of this function only. It means I have covered already function in the basic class. So whatever I taught wavy curve method, whatever I taught modulus function, problems based on modulus functions, that all are functions only. But that is a basic class I explained to make you understand all this, because these things will be involved in other topics. So that's why I explained it. So that concept what you have learned, it comes under the functions. Okay, but you are going to learn different here. Okay, you are going to learn totally different after some definitions. Modulus function, already I explained modulus function in modulus topic. So you remember that modulus function is what? F of x is equal to mod x. तो इसका ग्राफ कैसा होता है? You have remembered ना? Modulus function, first point. So if I keep input, what can input I can give here? Input, output. Only these things you have to talk. So what input? Can I give x anything here? Can I give x anything here? Yes, I can give anything here, x. Because I keep 0, I get a result. I keep -1, I'll get the result. I keep a +1, I'll get the result. For positive or negative or 0, I'll get the result, right? So here, if I keep here 0, I am going to get 0. So if I keep 1, I'll get how much? 1. If I keep 2, I'll get 2. If I keep -1, I'll get +1. If I keep -2, I'll get +2. If I get -3, so like this you will get all your points. If you join, you get this shape, V shape. Already you know. So this is the modulus function. This is the modulus function graph. What will be the domain of the function? Domain will be what? Domain will be what? Domain means input. Minus infinity to plus infinity. We can write minus infinity to plus infinity or R. Both are same. Now tell me what is the range of the function? Range means graph occupying place. ग्राफ किधर ऑक्यूपाई करता है वो रेंज है. तो देखो इधर क्या है, ऑक्यूपाई कर रहा है ये. Graph is there in y-axis for above. So what is the range of this function? 0 to infinity. This point understood means I can start some questions. I can make you understand domain range problems. So ये point understand करने के लिए इसको लेके आए, नहीं तो एक्चुअली टाइप्स ऑफ फंक्शन में मुझे एक्सप्लेन करना है पूरा. ठीक है, कल से स्टार्ट करेंगे, है ना. What is the domain of this function? Suppose they ask you, I'll explain now domain. What is the domain of this function? So square root result is what? Output is always greater than or equal to 0, right? Square root is what? Always greater than or equal to 0. So what I can write is under root of 4 minus x square greater than or equal to 0 I can take. Output is greater than or equal to 0 ना, function का output. तो I can take greater than or equal to, squaring on both side करो, squaring कर दिया. 4 minus x square greater than or equal to 0. As per wavy curve method, now it start wavy curve method. This is I can write as 2 square minus x square greater than or equal to 0. Then this I can write as what here? 2 minus x into 2 plus x greater than or equal to 0. Right? A plus b into a minus b. But here minus here, we should not have wavy curve method. Minus we should not have. So what I have to do here? I have to multiply with minus on both sides. So what I get here? X minus 2. X positive होगा, 2 minus. Next here what I get? 2 plus x. Because in multiplication I am multiplying only this, right? And then if I multiply here, inequality changes. 0. Understood? Yes. 0 into minus 1 is 0. Right? You got this one? Now we plot on the graph paper. Yeah, this is 2, this is 2, this is minus 2, plus, minus, plus. Now plus, minus, plus, you know, this is indicating minus, less than. Less than means this minus. So answer will be what here? Minus 2 comma plus 2. This is indicates the domain. Means ये function के लिए domain यही होना चाहिए. Understood? Understood? So like when you f r to r नहीं हो सकता इधर. इधर किधर से होगा? minus 2 to होगा. Okay, function will be minus 2 to 2, it will be defined. So define function when it is defined, that is called domain. किस वैल्यू के लिए डिफाइंड होता है वो डोमेन है, और कौन सी आउटपुट देता है वो रेंज है. इसके बारे में कल क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, राइट?